Better. Yep. Cool. Hi everyone. This is Kevin from Center of Balance. We have two centers in Dinsdale, Hamilton, as well as in Auckland, Riverlea area. So I've been filming videos talking about headaches in the past from last week. And so far, I've covered a range of different topics on the topic of headache. So including, excuse me, including cluster headaches, tension headaches, medication overuse headaches, migraines. And today, the topic I will be talking about is new daily persistent headache. I am not sure if you have heard of this before, but before I look into it, I have never heard of this type of headache before. So let's get educated. So, okay, so just bring that out. So what is new daily persistent headache? Okay, so it's a headache that begins suddenly, then occurs every day over a long time, and is called a new daily persistent headache, or short for NDPH. The defining feature of this type of headache is that you vividly remember the circumstances, sometimes even the exact date of the first headache. So according to the International Classification of Headache Disorders, to be classified as an NDPH, a headache must include the criteria such as the headache becomes persistent, occurring every day within 24 hours of onset. The onset is clearly remembered and can be pinpointed. The headache is continuous for 3 months or more. It's not caused by any other underlying condition. The headache isn't previous chronic headaches occurring more often. So it wasn't triggered by a chronic headache that continued on. Okay, so NDPH is a subtype of chronic headache, which means a headache that lasts for at least 4 hours and occurs at least 15 days a month for 3 months or longer. The headache pain can be similar to other types of chronic daily headaches, including migraine, chronic tension type headache, hemicrania continua. I haven't actually covered that one yet. So what are the symptoms of NDPH? The symptoms common to all cases of NDPH are remembering its onset, which is sudden and having a persistent daily headache. Because the diagnosis is based on its memorable onset instead of a specific characteristics, such as type and location of pain, other symptoms vary from person to person. So it is it is usually either a throbbing like a migraine or tightening like a tension headache. Sometimes have migraine-like associated symptom of nausea and vomiting or sensitivity to light, called photophobia. It's usually on both sides of the head, but can be only on one side as well. It's usually moderate to severe, may get better or worse over the day. What are the causes of NDPH? Chronic daily headaches are either primary with an unknown cause, or secondary where the cause is another underlying condition. So NDPH is always a primary condition. If a secondary cause is found, the diagnosis is the underlying condition. Okay, so so the common triggers for NDPH is infection or viral illnesses, surgical procedures, stress-causing life events. So over 50% of people with NDPH have no particular triggers. Okay, so now we'll be talking about the headaches from the traditional Chinese medicine's perspective. So in the previous videos, I've talked about that there are two types of headaches from traditional medicine's perspective. One is that of an external in nature, and the other one is internal. So if you can remember, external, we have wind, cold, dampness, heat, etc. Okay, so these can invade the body. And so when we address this type of headache, external headache, the Chinese medicine's perspective is to actually expel the cold, expel the wind, expel the heat, etc. Yeah. When you have an internal headache, that is more really to be more associated with your organs, such as the common types are liver, okay, liver-associated headaches, spleen and stomach, and kidney. So spleen and stomach and kidney are more of a deficiency type in nature. Why I say that? Because usually, because spleen and stomach is its main function, one of its main function is to regulate the water inside the body. So if it's not functioning right, it means that it's imbalanced or tired or in a poor condition. So that's why we call a deficiency. There's a deficiency in the spleen, and so does kidney, because kidney has to work out how much water to be passing out to the bladder, and bladder will get rid of the excessive water. So if kidney is weak, then its function is also weak. On the other side, then you have the liver type of headache. Liver type of headache is more to do with excess. So why I say that? Because liver is like a general, and the general, if there's any constriction or blockage, it will flare up. Okay, it will develop into fire, and fire can harass the heart, head, etc. So that's why we say this is an excessive type. Okay, so in the internal types of headaches, we look at tonifying the deficiencies, or suppressing or reducing the fire if there is a fire, or if there is excess. Okay, you can also have excessive phlegm, phlegm retention, and that's when the Chinese medicine or acupuncture is used to resolve the phlegm and help your body to expectorate, to get rid of the phlegm. And once it's the channels are unobstructed, then the pain will be gone. So we also covered that Chinese medicine, herbal medicine, can also be very, very helpful in helping internal type of headache and external type of headaches. Okay, so in the future we'll be talking more about that. I just want to talk about, okay, and I've also given you some tips on how to treat headaches. Remember the point on the sole of the foot, yeah, the Yongchen, okay, and then we also talk about Yang Lingchen on the side of the leg, just below the fibula bone, the head of the fibula. And we talked about, what else have we talked about? Oh, yes, we've talked about Yingtang, right in between the eyebrow. There's a point for forehead or front of the head type of headache. And today I'm going to give you another useful point to help you resolve headaches on the back of the head. Okay, so if you get headache on the back of the head, then we have this point. Actually, it's located on the wrist. It's probably easier to show you on my own hand rather than using the mannequin. Or not, sorry, that's not a mannequin, it's a model, sorry. Okay, so roll out my sleeve. So, how do you locate this point? So this point is located on the medial side or the inner side, the thumb side of your hand. So we all have a bone, a bony bit here. Yeah. So these are your wrist bones. One up here, one up down there. And when you sort of bend it, you can feel there's a protrusion here, sort of like a bony protrusion here. And you can feel that. And I want you to trace just along this bony protrusion down a bit, just a little bit, right next to it. And this is called liechue. Okay, this point is called liechue. And liechue is a very good point to help you resolve headache at the back of the head. And what do you do when you have a headache at the back of the head? You find this point just right next to the wrist bone on the thumb side. So from here inward a little bit and just give that a good rub. So for about a minute. So each time you can rub for about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give it a 5-second rest, and then one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then do that for 3 sets. And give it a try and see if that helps you alleviate the pain in the back of the head. Okay, other than that, that's the tip of the day. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions, if you have any ailments or discomfort that you tried for a long time to get resolved, either using alternative medicine or using Western medicine, and you haven't been able to resolve it through those different channels, then give us a call. Try acupuncture, try herbal medicine, and our staff here are very supportive, very professional, and I'm certain we can help you. So please give us a call. You can Google us online. So type in Center of Balance, and we have one center in Dinsdale, Hamilton, and the other center is in Remuera in Auckland. So just have a search for us online. I'm sure you can find it. Okay, that's the tips for today, and I will see you and talk to you next time.